From the sparkling new home of Baylor Basketball Foster Pavilion in downtown Waco, Texas, Abilene Christian from the WAC against the Baylor Bears from the Big 12. With the General Avery Johnson, I'm Carter Blackburn. Baylor 3-loss Coliseum. This feels quite different in 2024. So you see Robert Wright, the freshman. He is talented. He played in huge games at Montverde in high school. And already an impact as O'Meara gets the first bucket for Baylor.
And Baylor scripted that first play of the game, which was a lob. And man, it feels good as a coach when you script the play and shoot around and it works during the game.
But still, your first start, it's different at the point, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I still have the image of those old Baylor games against Abilene Christian. The shorts were a lot shorter.
Yeah, amazing. And at New Mexico State, who then turned around and beat New Mexico at the pit, so that's a quality win.
Yeah, the game against New Mexico State was so impressive, so many different ways.
51 second-half points in that game for Abilene Christian. First bucket comes from Braden Hubbard, the junior from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Now, when you look at Abilene Christian's defense, they normally like to get two on the ball.
Ojanwana foul. Josh Ojanwana, the 6'10 junior from Nigeria, first year.
Really hit the weights hard in the offseason. He added 25 pounds.
We could use more of that in college basketball, couldn't we? Robert Wright, nice crossover in the finish for the freshman from Wilmington, Delaware.
He's so smooth and crafty, changes gears, terrific body for a freshman.
Williams attacks, dumps it off, and Hubbard is fouled on his way up.
So that they can get some easy baskets.
And Abilene, so that needs to lead to offense for Abilene Christian, right?
Threes. He was 5 for 8 in their last game from the three-point line.
Jaden Nunn nearly lost his handle after we talked about Abilene Christian steals. They nearly got one. Ojanwana, no call, as Hubbard tried to draw the charge, and Josh Ojanwana just sticks with it. At the point, floater from Madden won't go. Ojanwana has the rebound.
And big emphasis to make Madden put the ball on the floor.
Nunn attacks, misses with a left, but a foul is called. That is already going to keep an eye to see who's going to go dig under the stands to find that basketball.
Nunn, Coach Drew talked about, him being a huge X factor.
A hallmark of Baylor's defense, right?
Yes.
So Nunn will play some point as well, can play both guard positions. Nunn off the bounce, off the window. There's Jaden Nunn. Doesn't have a field goal in the last 3 minutes. Edgecombe gets the steal, gets on the deck to keep it alive for the Bears. Baylor on the run. Celestine, triple. Great sign for Baylor. The former Cal.
Got to be tested in a non-conference.
Now we know the Big 12 will be a major test of 5 of the top 10 preseason from the Big 12. Out of the timeout, Bettiol gets the bucket for it.
Olajuwon moves, just go to your go-to move. And that's what he did.
The dream shake is too much, you think?
Yeah.
Bettiol shoots 62% from the floor, so only good shots. They go right back into him and a foul.
Need one dribble to get the ball in the paint.
WAC finished 6th, but they actually won their last 8 games. So they've been
in practice had on a Ray jersey. They wanted to make it loud and clear. Look, we can't lose this guy.
Coming off the 24-point game with 5 made threes. Bettiol inside. So Abilene Christian has yet to attempt a 3-point shot. Nunn attempts a 3 on this end and spins it in. Jaden Nunn. Boarded by Jaden Nunn. Nunn did pick up the personal foul. Baylor now has 5 team fouls, so 3 early ones for Abilene Christian. Nunn off the bounce, attacks. He has from Rivera, spins out. Boarded by Ojanwana on the first 3-point attempt for Abilene Christian.
As a coach, that was the right play, a good look.
Nunn to Ojanwana in the transition. Smith right now. Smith hits the deck. Nunn cuts him off without fouling. So now it's Williams. Tries to cross over, leaves it well short. Bettiol there to pick it up and get the offensive rebound and second chance bucket.
Bettiol, we know he's from Italy, and I like hot food, and I love spaghetti. He's giving them the spaghetti.
You spit into food at every chance, Avery.
Why is that?
Bettiol, 8 points, but Ojabuna has an answer.
Well, at some point, one of these big guys are going to have to play some defense inside.
Baylor now 9 for 9 shooting.
Abilene Christian, we talked about being patient, moving the ball from side to side.
Bettiol has another offensive rebound. He drops this one off for Braden Hubbard. But Bettiol has offensive rebounds on the last 2 possessions.
What Abilene Christian, I know they're down 8, but the energy, they're real positive. Look at this, hit every field goal tonight, baby.
You can do better defensively for the Wildcats. Love, left alone, make it 10 for 10 shoot.
And that could have been a foul.
Keon Williams in the paint, rolls out, boarded by none.
Look at Keon. Look at O'Meara. He still doesn't look right, Carter.
Madden has only one shot. That was swatted. Edgecombe the run out. Look out! VJ and 2. This from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, look at him. He jumped out. He knew the three-point attempt was coming. And wow, he needs to be in the dunk contest. Edgecombe is a guy that's a potential transfer from Duke.
Thought it was very mature of Roach to come pick your brain. As Edgecombe gets another steal and another run out, it's knocked away. DeGrew commits the foul as Edgecombe. Is that how you got all those assists, Avery?
The open man.
1 for 5 from the free throw line. Make it 2 for 6. And 12 of 13 shooting from the floor, so they're hitting everything except the free throws. Bettiol is fouled on his way up.
I was joking with the Abilene Christian. We'll never forget.
And it is Bettiol. And they missed their last attempt. The only miss from 3 coming from Edgecombe. Inbounds to Ojamwana, gets it into O'Meara, recovers after he lost it.
Answer for him. He's just too physically strong.
5th year playing college basketball, 2 years Arkansas State, 2 years Miami. Madden misses the 3. Offensive rebound, however, on Vinzant. But just to finish that thought, Joseph Vinzant, a 3-year starter at Liberty, misses. Edgecombe spins out. Has the only 2 missed threes of the game for Baylor.
Watch the block.
Smith attacks and gets fouled by Robert Wright.
But you...
On Paramount Plus. Smith gets them both. Although Abilene Christian has gone over 3.5 minutes without a field goal.
You would think they would maybe try to extend their defense a little bit, apply some more pressure, because in the half court.
Right cutoff on the baseline. O'Meara there to bail him out.
Weak side is open.
Love, shot fake. O'Meara shot fake. And now Edgecombe off the window.
Correct pass.
Largest lead of the game, Bettiol. Smith misses the dunk, but he's fouled. A nice look from Bettiol to Smith, who takes a hard tumble. Still feeling good.
Yeah, you could see Coach Drew talking to Edgecombe. Look at him right here, number 7. That's his man. He loses man.
Abilene Christian, he's from the Bronx. You go to Abilene, Texas.
My hotel was as good as any hotel on the road, and so that's a mistake.
Madden, the one guy you can't leave alone, right?
That's a
Scouting
mistake.
report. Madden follows his miss and finds a cutting Smith. Even off the boarded by Ojamwana, who has 5 rebounds now in the first half of the Bears, coming off a 14 rebound effort at UConn. Here's right in the paint, off the window.
Nice job. That was the one where, you know, he was really semi-uncontested, but the one where he's kind of falling out of bounds.
DeGrew loses it. Here's Edgecombe in the open court. Edgecombe switches and finishes with Madden. And yet to make a shot.
Yes. Williams got to look to score. We talked about that in our open.
Yeah, Williams is 0 for 3.
Outscored 9-0. 9-0 in bench play.
Grand Canyon team, 3 WAC tournament titles, beat St. Mary's.
And I tell you what, you know, when you look at home court advantages in beautiful arenas.
With the pavilion, 7,500, so they actually got smaller.
Yeah, because bigger is
with
not
the
always
arena.
better. Yeah, right. You don't want an arena for, you know, seats 12,000 and get 5,000 fans. But it's not only that, the noise factor here.
Bettiol with another Bettiol.
Speaking of arenas, similar to University of Houston. It's not the biggest arena, but boy, it's really intimate. And they have a terrific home crowd.
Done. Follow is good from Celestine, the 5th-year senior.
You know, Baylor was what, preseason 8? Baylor is a top 10 team.
Both Baylor and Arizona were preseason top 10, and they have both fallen out of the rankings, but it's December.
Yep, I know what a top 10 team looks like.
Low floater, and Baylor's doing this again with others defensively executing the scouting report and taking those 2 guys out. But that was a must for Abilene Christian. O'Meara high off the window. How did he finish that one?
Nothing is wrong with his left eye on that one. Yeah, man, he's a very impressive basketball player.
In limited time, 6 points, 3 rebounds for O'Meara. Madden throws that one out of bounds. It'll be Baylor.
Injured his eye, take him out, and now he's back.
Love, floater, missed, put back, will not count. One of the few in the first half that has not counted for the Baylor Bears. Even with that miss, 0 for 7 shooting in the first half.
Baylor's attention to detail has been immaculate here in the first half. We'll see if it can continue.
Foul was on Ojawada, his 3rd, but he stays in the game. And Bettiol goes right after him, 14 points. Leonardo Bettiol.
Some scoring. He's got to have some other guys join the party.
Right, misses the floater, follows his miss. Offensive rebound. So O'Meara has it ripped away by Rich Smith, who attacks. Edgecombe got a piece of it. Bahamas on November 19 tried to go against New Orleans. Had to shut it down 2 games ago. Missed the UConn game. Williams fouled on the dunk attempt. They're going to get O'Meara for the foul. That will be his 3rd.
Yeah.
Williams from Jonesboro, Arkansas, spent 2 years at Oklahoma State with Springs.
Yes. Seen him explode against Coach Brett Tanner. You know, when you roll out of bed in the morning on game day, you got to know that, hey, Keon Williams, he's walking in the gym with 12 points.
Right? Feeds inside to O'Meara. See if they count. The foul was on after missing 8 minutes of the first half when he got poked in the eye. This is Keon Williams, finds Smith in the paint. Smith got bumped and earns a trip to the free throw line. That's on Celestine.
That upset University of Texas in the tournament.
2021 when at Stephen F. Austin for Danny Casper, when Stephen F. Austin really had to roll. They were
from Baylor tonight. Everybody who stepped on the floor scored. Talked about that balanced scoring.
Nunn steps out, buries the triple, his 2nd made 3. He's the first Bear to reach double digits, 10 points for Jaden Nunn.
Yeah, just got a smooth stroke, picture perfect form.
Albert answers with a 2. I mean, in part because of the injuries, but this has not been an especially deep Baylor team thus far this season. Scott Drew's talked a lot about the inability to practice the way they want to practice because of the injuries.
Right.
Williams in the open floor, takes a bump, can't finish.
Tried his little Euro step there.
Is in control, but also foul trouble, so Scott Drew may be forced to go deeper into the bench here in the second half. Edgecombe able to beat the pressure lob. O'Meara finishes it off the look from VJ Edgecombe.
Did you see the speed on the dribble with VJ Edgecombe? Man, that's high level. With his left hand dribbling close to the sideline and then throws a lob. Successful lob.
That's the first made field goal of the game.
Balls go down.
Here's Nunn with a dribbling clinic, but he left it short at the rim. Madden still has not scored for Abilene Christian. DeGrew spins it in.
3 for 7 to start the second half.
Out of the timeout, Langston Love. Jaden Nunn cut off. Shot clock winding down. Celestine launches deep 3 and nails it. Second main post again, but instead Love misses the 3. Ojamina nearly got it himself on the offensive glass. Keon Williams crosses over, misses at the rim, takes a bump, it's a play on.
But he was aggressive.
Edgecombe aggressive on the other end. He gets fouled in a trip to the free throw line and sporter at Long Island Lutheran, but he is originally from the Bahamas. Played on
some 3, maybe some small 4.
And defensively, with all the switching the Bears do, Edgecombe
carries over, especially doing conference play when you can limit teams' 3-point efficiency.
Right, nice look. O'Meara finishes with the left hand, but it started with Robert Wright III in the pick.
Sometimes in those situations as a point guard, you got to fake one and make one. Fake a pass and make a pass. Fake 2 passes.
Here's Wright on the attack, and he gets fouled on the way to the rim. So Wright at Newman, William McNeely.
Yep. And you look at, Robert Wright with this team.
The first to offer, right?
That was the first to offer. Hunter Dickinson.
What did you see in his game that you liked?
A stretch 5.
Yeah.
He was on the JV team.
Nice look, back on Dontrez Williams. I mean, Abilene Christian's only turned it over 6 times, so. O'Meara off the window. That's now 15 points in the game, along with 6 many waves for a long time in the Southwest Conference. And then Scott Drew has built Baylor into a perennial contender in the Big 12 and for national titles like they won in 21.
Yeah, he's really made this program run.
As you said, Baylor stuck with Scott Drew, and he's delivered every year since. They've gone to the NCAA tournament only once since 1950 prior to Scott Drew. They've been to 12 under Scott Drew.
And also has developed some
line. Baylor's only 6 for 12 from the line, but he had only 1 start in the previous 2 years. And 2 first-round draft picks. Jacoby Walter, 19th to Toronto. Eve Misi, 21st to New Orleans. There's the first made bucket of the game for
Baylor made when he was 1 pass away and not denying him the basketball.
Coming off a game where he made 5 threes at New Mexico State. WAC Player of the Week. The Bears have not allowed him to get many looks tonight. That's Langston Love. That's a tough finish. 10 result that we have here. I mean, it was 24 at the half. 24 right now for Baylor. Oh, another nice finish inside. Wright has 8. 3 Bears in double figures, Nunn, Edgecombe.
In games
now
like
4 double figures.
Yeah, in games like this really give Baylor a chance to work on multiple defenses.
Here Trevino, north of Venice.
You know,
15 points in the game.
but when you're shooting 36% from the field, you have to get more than.
Played at Idaho, then Otero Junior College in Colorado. Abilene Christian, his 3rd stop. Hubbard cutting, kick back, Madden. Another missed 3, nice rebound. Williams gets a stick back, Keon Williams. He's not on the Baylor bench tonight. Still dealing with the concussion he suffered in Stores. Oh, John Winna catches
Much
this
better.
time, he keeps it high.
Yep, much dribbling the ball. Just catch it and finish. Nice move.
Hubbard missed, sported by Celestine. None attacks.
Oh, that's goaltending.
Yep, and if not a, yeah, it is. Goaltending, was going to check to make sure there wasn't a foul call, but it is goaltending.
A couple of the guys from Baylor, man, they can, the track coach can.
It's the first time we've seen Bettio face up tonight.
Give Baylor credit. These guys know they have a big lead, but they're still focused.
Ojawala follows his miss and gets fouled.
This game hasn't gone their way, but what can you get on film? But you know, how can we get ready for, you know, the whack?
He got lane violation against Abilene. So he got a career high in rebounds at UConn with 14, and now a career high in points with 13 in this game for the first-year starter.
Yeah, that's why they wanted him to gain some weight, because in the Big 12, you know, you playing against Houston, Iowa State, and Kansas.
Edgecombe gets a steal. Edgecombe switches and finishes. Oh my goodness, mid-air switch.
Then everybody else started coming down, and he remained in the air to finish that. That's really exciting. Oh, yeah, wonderful steal here. That's not a foul, but here he is, takes off and finishes. I don't know why players don't utilize that reverse layup more in college. Wow. That's what you call pure athleticism.
Madden misses again from 3. The stick back goes for Mashai Hill, the sophomore from Austin. But Madden now 1 for 8 shooting in the game. Still only 1 made 3 for Abilene Christian. Edgecombe, 2 hands, the left and the right this time. 7 rebounds to go along with his 13 points. Edgecombe kicked at the corner. None. Nails the 3. Off a good look from DJ. So the impressive finishes around the rim, but what excites the coach is the assist. And now defensively stolen away by Nunn. Right, can't finish, followed up by Ojanwana. Actually keeps it alive for Asamoto. Nunn, another triple for Nunn, his 4th. He's 4 for 4 from 3-point.
And he just
For Dontrez Williams, the kick out, that won't go for Colby Tanner, the son of head coach Brett Tanner, who's in the game late for Abilene Christian, wearing number 1.
I think for Abilene Christian, you really have to find that consistent 3rd.
Playing without Jeremy Roach because of the concussion. Gets them both. So the big number for Baylor will be 88 points as it stands right now. 63% shooting. 8 made 3s. That lob, Hubbard couldn't finish it off, so Abilene Christian runs the other way. Dontrez Williams. Christian playing its 6th straight road game. Won the last 2. But the 10 for 10 shooting start for Baylor in this one set the tone for the Bears, and Baylor dominates.
Yeah, got off to a fast start. Shot the ball extremely well to start the game.
Colby Tanner drains the triple.
See you, little Tanner.
The coach's son steps out and hits the late three, a highlight for the Wildcats.
Coach smiled a little bit on that one. You know the only problem in that situation? Mom's going to want more playing time.
You've been there before,
I've
Avery.
been there, boy.
You have been there before, coaching your son. So Colby Tanner's three gets a little smile from Brett Tanner and Abilene Christian, but Scott Drew and the Bears a bigger smile. 450 wins in his 22 seasons as Baylor head coach, the winningest coach by far in Baylor basketball history.